Hello! For the recording of this week's non-league vlog, I'm travelling along the A420, destination Wedgwood Stadium, home of Swindon Supermarine, for their Southern League Premier Division South match versus Chertsey Town. If this match is half as good as the team's last meeting, where on match day 15 Marine won 4-3 at Town, I should be in for a treat. As you can see, I've arrived at the ground, so I'm going to go in, show you around and give you a bit of background on today's match. So, this is the inside of the Wedgwood Stadium. The ground holds 2,000, where 350 people can be seated. Now, see this large dome structure behind one of the goals? That's called the Swindon Dome. It's owned by the club, and it was opened in 2016, and has an indoor 3G pitch, and is used by not only Marine, but also the community. It's pretty impressive, isn't it? Anyway, on to the matchday preview now, and at the start of play, this is a mid-table battle. Swindon Supermarine are currently in 11th and Chertsey Town are a place and a point behind, although they do have 2 matches in hand on their hosts. Both teams have the same recent league form, with 2 wins, a draw and 3 losses from their last 6 league matches. So I'm expecting a really close game today. Okay, now I've hit you with that stat attack. Let's go straight to the first half highlights of the match.
Well done, Shane! Well done! Same trick! You've got it, Sam, you've got it! Go on, Ollie, do him! Win the ball! Go! Oh, hit him, man! Oh! Why, touch it! Ah, it's good! Oh! Oh, that's to go in!
For 35 minutes, this match, well, it was very, very tight, nothing in it. And then in the last 10, you can see the hosts created countless chances, and I'm a bit baffled how they're not leading at half time. But 0-0 it is, and all to play for in the second half.
Just the hand.
Pete, what do you think of your team's first half performance?
It's been a fairly even game. We've probably had the better of the chances, 2 one-on-ones, which you'd hope that perhaps one went your way. But overall, it's been a fairly tight game. Michael Fernandez has been particularly impressive on the right flank, running at players and causing chaos.
Yeah, for 35 minutes, it seemed a bit of a stalemate, this match. Yeah. But then you created quite a few chances towards the end of the first half. So are you optimistic that you're going to get the win today?
Never optimistic. You know, you can never tell with football. Breaks go your way, breaks don't go your way. Sometimes you play well and don't win. Sometimes you play badly and sneak a victory.
Yeah, and finally, Swindon Supermarine. Now, the name Supermarine, where does that come from?
That's basically originates from, if you go back, Vickers was an aircraft making manufacturer who were taken over by Supermarine.
Yep.
They had a depot just down on the corner there.
Yeah.
And bottom line, this is where, you know, one of the places where Spitfires were made.
Okay.
And if you look at the S on our logo, it is alleged apparently the S that was stamped on Spitfire engines.
Well, let's have a look at this S on your stuff.
There we are.
There you go. Okay. Thanks very much for your time, Pete.
And basically, you know, just a bit on the club's history, we were basically formed in 1992 from a merger of Swindon Athletic and Swindon Supermarine, 2 local football clubs in the Hellenic League who combined together to actually form one club. Okay, Pete. Thank you very much, mate. Thank you.
On your own then, boy, on your own. Lucky boy, no!
Stu, everybody loves a 90th minute winner. What would you compare the feeling to? And keep it clean.
Yeah, it was a lot of emotion. I think we had so many chances during the game that we could have won 2 games. A few penalty appeals. It looked like it was going to be a 0-0, but yeah, we kept going, kept plugging away, and it was a great feeling to see that goal go in.
Did you feel like that you might pay for the missed chances that you had? Because you had a flurry of them towards the end of the first half.
Yeah, I thought that, and I did say to the boys at half-time, if we kept a clean sheet, I felt that we'd win the game, because we always create chances, we score lots of goals, and in the end, our patience sort of got us there in the end. Listen, we've scored 5 in the previous game and 3 before that, so just to get 1 today was good, and it meant we got 3 points, so yeah, happy.
And how satisfying was having a clean sheet today?
Yeah, it's been the first one for a while. We've conceded a few recently. I think it's our 7th clean sheet of the season. So yeah, we've got a lot more than we did last year, which is important. And like I said, I said at half time that if we kept a clean sheet, we'd go on to win the game. And yeah, that was the way it went.
And finally, what are your hopes for the rest of the season with Swindon Supermarine? Couldn't even say it then, could I?
I think we're probably punching above our weight a little bit at the moment. I think we've moved into 8th for where we are as a club. Budget-wise, player-wise, we had a smaller squad today with a couple of young lads on the bench, 2 16-year-olds and an 18-year-old. But you know, we've got a lot of quality here, and the surface is fantastic. The stadium's good, and the facilities are good. And listen, we'll just keep trying to punch above our weight, you know, if possible. And listen, we're now further up the table than we were beforehand. And it's more of a case of take each game as it comes, and we'll see what happens.
Okay, well, thank you very much for your time then, Stu.
No problem. Thanks, mate.
So that was Swindon Supermarine, and what an amazing little club this is, a real hidden gem. And if you're a groundhopper, you must get over here, because you'll be very much guaranteed a warm welcome. The game itself, Chertsey can count themselves a little unlucky, got a mugging in the last minute, but on the balance of chances, maybe the home side deserved it, maybe not, but never mind. It's all about putting the ball in the net, and that's what Swindon Supermarine did, although they left it very, very late. Anyway, it's time for me to go now. I just want to say thank you for watching. Don't know where I'll be next week. I always say that, don't I? But until then, ta-da.